Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today is day 102 of my 200-day posting streak goal, and today I'm doing the worst moment in every Spider-Man movie, excluding Brand New Day, which I just saw a few hours ago, and I'll do a spoiler-free review of it tomorrow. So before I give you what I think is the worst moment from each Spider-Man film, feel free to share what you think is the worst moment from each Spider-Man film down below in the comments, and let's begin. So for the first Spider-Man, I think it's, the scene where you first see Green Goblin, and it was when Green Goblin launches that stuff on the building. It just, I don't think, holds up very well. Now, for Spider-Man 2, it's the scene where Spider-Man refuses to be Spider-Man because he's bummed. I understand the whole thematic element, but for me, that scene just didn't work. And for me, I just can't buy the fact that he would not want to be Spider-Man anymore because he's bummed out. So yeah, it's the worst scene in Spider-Man 2 for me. For Spider-Man 3, Emo Parker dance, come on. I know it's memed. It's a bad scene. It's terrible. So yeah. For TASM, the scene where Lizard becomes Lizard is just so uninteresting. And it is a very bland scene. For TASM 2, it's the Rhino battle. The Rhino battle, it was terrible. Rhino had absolutely no personality. It was a terrible villain. And yeah, the Rhino battle was terrible. For Homecoming, I would say honestly the final battle. It was right after the Vulture twist. I thought the final battle was underwhelming. It wasn't awful, but I thought it was underwhelming. Now for Far From Home, it would be the scene where the missile almost just destroyed the van or the truck that all the kids were on during a field trip. It was when Spider-Man wanted to delete the photo, and then it almost just deactivated a missile. I thought that scene was very silly. So yeah, it was my least favorite scene in Far From Home. Now for No Way Home, it would honestly be the spell scene, where obviously you see all the villains, partially because of the spell. Now I don't think it's awful, but it's a little silly that that's how this thing started. Now, it's kind of like one of those tropes where if everyone made logical decisions, the plot would never happen. But yeah, it was the worst scene in No Way Home. Still adore No Way Home and does not take away from my enjoyment. Now, for Into the Spider-Verse, it would easily be the scene where you see Green Goblin and that universe's Peter Parker fight. It was towards the beginning. It was when, the Spider-Verse was, collapsing with that earthquake. And, that fight was just jarring in the middle of what was supposed to be a big multiverse moment. So, it was my least favorite scene into. And for Across, it's the ending. I do not like how they just cut off at the end. I've never liked how they just cut off at the end, where it feels like an incomplete story, because it is an incomplete story, as opposed to other part ones where there at least feels like there's a proper resolution. I did not feel that with Across the Spider-Verse. So, yeah, the ending is easily my least favorite scene in Across the Spider-Verse. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share what you think is the worst moment from each Spider-Man movie down below in the comments. And this is day 102 of my 200-day posting streak goal. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.